Morning students, how are you? Okay, now today I have come to discuss with few grammar topics that I heard that modals that I have already written in the board, modals, this has been completed. So, do you please anyone could write down in the chat whether modals have been completed or it's going to be started. Today let us discuss about modals. What is it? How we should use it? What are the modals? What are the differences? Divisions of modals. Just we need to discuss. So I feel at first let me ask that whether I am audible to all of you. You can listen me. You can listen. Anyone? Would you please write it on the chat? The sound is fluctuating. Okay. Now few students are writing. Yeah, I'm audible to them. So sound is fluctuating. I feel that this might be your network problem. Okay? This is only for the network problem. Okay. Yes, telling fluctuating, but it should not be. I'm shouting here. The top of my voice, I'm shouting. It should not fluctuate. Not fluctuate because I'm shouting here. Now I feel I'm audible clearly. Okay. So let's start today about modals. I feel that as I heard from Arnav sir that this has been completed, and today we are going to discuss over these. Okay, that yes, Ognivo, Srijita, good morning to everyone, those who have joined. So could you tell me that whether modals have been completed? Then I should ask few questions. That so far what you have understood about modals and what is it actually and all this. Okay, so let's start modals from the beginning. Now what is modals? You know that if I use the board, then where from what is actually modals? That I can tell you that I have already written modals, but this is part of a verb. Verb is a parts of speech. Verb is parts of speech. If we divide the verb, then we can have finite verb, then non-finite verb, and then modals, means modals verb. Okay, so modal, or this is known as modal auxiliaries, sometimes this is known as helping verb, is a part of a verb. Okay, just make it clear that modal is a kind of verb. Okay, now what kind of verb is this? I can tell you that here in your grammar book, in the definition it is written. I feel the books are available with you. You are sitting, with your book. I am reading from page number 51 from your class 6 grammar. That about modals it is written that modals or modal auxiliaries, as I have already told, this is sometimes known as modal auxiliaries, are verbs that are placed before ordinary verbs and express permission, possibility, certainty, necessity, ability and suggestion. So, you know that in a sentence we need a verb. Without a verb we cannot frame a sentence, cannot make a sentence. Now modal auxiliaries are such verbs that help the main verb, okay, and to express there, that help the main verb and help the main verb to express its meaning. This is modal auxiliaries. Now, I can give you an example that what type of verbs are the modal auxiliary. I feel that you can see in the board that I have written verb, and here we are reading about modals, we are discussing about modals. So modals is a part of a verb. Here it is stated as ordinary verb. That ordinary verb can be termed as finite verb as well. Now, what is the difference? I am not going to, what is the difference between modal and that ordinary verb, a finite verb? Just I want to show you, then we should come to in detail analysis of modals. That here it is stated that are placed before ordinary verbs. Now what are that ordinary verbs? You know, the ordinary verbs are sometimes called as main verbs or at finite verb, as I told. Let me write a sentence here. I can do the work. The board is visible to all? I have written I can do the work. Now, which one would be the verb here? Which one is that main verb in this sentence that I have told as it is mentioned in your book, that's ordinary verb. So what is the verb in that sentence? Yes, can, as you know. But what is the main verb? Ordinary verb that is written. Ordinary verb, no, yes. Tanishta is written, do is the main verb. And can is the modal verb. This is modal verb, and here it is ordinary verb as it is stated. Ordinary verb, or this is known as, this is known as finite verb. Now what is the difference between a modal and an ordinary verb? Now, if a sentence, in our English grammar we are having three tenses, that is past tense, present tense and future tense. Now, the sentence is written in which tense, it depends only on the form of the verb. Okay. Now, and not on the form of the verb. Not only that, ordinary verb, suppose I am writing a sentence here, I do the work. Or he does the work. He does the work. Now what is the difference between I can do the work and I do the work? What is the difference between these two? I do the work means generally I do the work, and I can do the work, it tells about that my ability, that I am able to do the work. Here it is stated that express permission, possibility, this is possibility, certainty or necessity or ability. So that express the ability. I can do the work. Here the difference between these two, I can do the work and I do the work. I do the work means generally I do the work, and I can do the work, it tells about my ability that I can do the work. Okay. So here can is the modal. Now here it is stated that modal auxiliary help the main verb. How it helps the main verb? Suppose I am telling he may come today. He may come today. Now this word may, whether he, suppose he is my friend, suppose I am not sure whether my friend would come or not, but in that sentence I have expressed this. So may here, it stands for possibility. It stands for possibility, where I am not sure that whether he will come or not. That is why I have written he may come today. Generally, after he is a third person singular, I feel pronouns had already been completed. Third person singular. After that third person singular, we know in present tense, in present indefinite, that whenever a verb comes, it always takes yes or yes. He comes daily. Here the verb comes, takes s after it. Why? Because here the subject is third person singular. We know that after the third person singular, whenever we use a verb, it always takes s or es after it. But here I also had written that he may come. The verb comes after the he also. But here no s or es I have added with that verb. Why? Because of this modal verb. Because this modal verb has helped the main verb or ordinary verb to express the possibility that I am not sure whether my friend or whether he would come or not. To express that possibility, I have written he may come, and here we must not write he may come, though we know in a sentence that he comes daily. Whenever we use an ordinary verb or main verb or finite verb, whatever the name it might be, you may have two or three names. Okay, here also this verb also is having 2 or 3 names. So if we use that verb after the third person singular, then always takes s or yes. But here we have used that same third person, we have used the same, the subject is that third person singular, and we have used the same verb, that is come. But here I have not used any s or es with the verb. Why? Because of that modal. Have you understood so far what I have told? Anybody? Have you understood what I want to mean, what I want to tell? That I am trying to make it clear that what modal auxiliaries are. As per your definition, it is written that modal auxiliaries are those verbs that help the ordinary verb. I am just writing yes. Thank you everyone that you have understood this. Now what I am trying, that how modal auxiliary help. So here it is stated that possibility, this is possibility, that he may come today. I am not sure that whether he would come or not. That is why I have written. Now it tells about permission. Permission also. It tells about permission. Here also, that this sentence that I am going to write, that you have asked thousands of times to your teachers, may I come in? This is also permission. Here the modal may has been used to take permission. May I come in? This is permission. Now certainty. Certainty means that is sure. I will go there and I go there. Do you know what is the difference between these two? Will is also modal verb. Will is also modal verb. Okay, will is also modal verb. I will go there and I go there. Here this sentence tells about the certainty. About certainty means generally we know that we use shall after I. Generally, I shall go there. But whenever we use will after I, the sense become, there is a must sense there. Must means certain, I will go there means I will go there, means I must go there. I must go there. Here is also another thing, that he must do the work. He must do the work. This must is also a modal. This must also tells that this modal actually has been used to express the certainty that will happen. Okay, that will happen. Next, necessity. Necessity. I need to go there. Here need tells about that necessity, that what is required. Next, suggestion. If I write down as suggestion, that your friend, suppose your friend is telling, we should listen to our parents. This should is used as suggestion. We should, or another thing is that ought to. Ought to is also used as suggestion. I feel these are all written in your book. I have not seen your book, what is written. Here now let me tell you that express of ability or capacity. There here I can cross the river, I have given I can do the work. Then express possibility. He can come today, he could come today. I told that possibility also, could also use, may also used in possibility. Express suggestion that I could drop you. Here I have written I should drop, he should listen. This is also suggestion. May, might, seeking for permission that I have written, may I come in, that I have, yes, it's written, may I come in. Now chance of possibility, it may rain today, I have written it may, he may do the work. Okay. Now express of suggestion that you may consult the doctor. These are the suggestion. Now will or shall, that assurance means I told certainty. I told the word certainty. Here also kind of assurance. We will come to your wedding. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. Generally we use will after you will do this, but here shall has been used. Okay, so these are the different usage of models. Now, so let us brief our suggestion that what we have learned so far. Today we have been discussing about models. The first thing is that model is a kind of verb, is a part of verb. Second, model is known as modal auxiliaries or rather helping verb. Third, modal verb helps the main verb or ordinary verb in a sentence and helps to express their sense. What are the sense? That modal verb is used to express certainty, ability, suggestion, permission, these are possibility. So when this type of situation comes, we use modal auxiliaries to express this. Okay. And next, another thing, that modal auxiliaries, whenever we use modal auxiliaries, it does not change in a same tense if the subject changes. Such as I can want to tell you, he can do the work, he can do it, I can do it, he does it, I do it. Just see the 4 sentences that I have written. Here he, third person singular, I, first person singular, he third person, I first person. Here after he I have written can, after I also written can. So there is no difference in the form, okay, in modal verb, whereas there is a difference in the form in that ordinary verb. He does, I do. He does, I do. This is do. So this is another characteristics of modal, that whenever it comes in the same tense, it does not change if the subject changes. Here subject has changed. First subject is third person singular, second subject is first person singular. But can remain the same, means the modal verb does not change if the subject changes. Whereas the main verb changes its form if the subject changes. So these are the different characteristics. I feel you have understood. Have you understood so far? We have discussed. Okay. I feel you have understood. So in our next class, okay, thank you. Thank you for joining my class and understanding what we have discussed today. It's a very simple thing and very interesting also. That interesting means we will have to know that what models we are going to use, that whether I should express ability or possibility in all these words. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much to all. Today, this is, this is the end of this class. So it's up to this. And again, in our next class, again we will discuss about more grammatical topics. So today, thank you very much.